All right, today we're looking at functions. Here's the definition of a function. A function is where each member in the domain is paired with only one member in the range, which means each x has only one y. See, domain is your x's, range is your y. So each x has only one y to go with it. Okay, and we're going to look at some of it here in a minute. But first of all, let's look at the domain and range first. So here's a relation here. What's the domain and the range? So remember, domain is your x's. So if I look, here's an x, here's an x, here's one, here's one, here's one. So my domain is this. We've got -3. I usually like to put them in order. I've got 2, 2, 4. So I got -3, 2, 4, and 7. And there's my domain. Notice how 2 was in there twice, but only right at once. My range. All right, here's my range. Range is the y's. I got a 5, a -3, a 1, a 5 again, and a 6. So I've got -3, 1, 5, and 6, and there's my range. Okay? Same thing here. Find the domain and the range of this. So I've got 2, 6, 8, 2 again, 4. So looks like my domain, 2, 4, 6, and 8. My range, it's my y's, 5, -1, 1, 1, 5. So I got -1, 1, and 5. That's it. That's my range. Okay. Now here, find the domain and range on this one. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's my domain. My range, let's see, 7, 4, 1, 5, 9. So it looks like 1, 4, 5, 7, and 9. There's my range. Okay. Now, let's look at those again now. Okay, look at this function again. I actually got it wrote over again, so I'll just put it in here new. Is this a function? Is this relation a function? So we look at our x's. -3 is my x, and it's paired with 5. Do you see -3 paired with anything else besides 5? No. 2 is paired up with -3. Do you see 2 paired up with anything else? Yes, right here. 2 is paired up with 2 different ones. It's not a function. Each x can only have one y. Okay, look at this one. Is this one a function? 2 is paired up with 5, and look here, here's 2 again paired up with 1. Not a function. Okay, now had this been a -2 right there, then I think that would have been a function, because then I got 2 with 5, I don't have 2 with anything else. I've got 6 with -1, 8 with 1, -2 with 1, 4, 5. 8 and -2 are both with 1, but that's okay as far as being a function. Let me write one down here. 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 2, 6, 2. Is this a function right here? Yes. It's a function because I got 3 with 1. I don't see 3 paired with anything else. I've got 4 paired with 1. I don't see 4 paired with anything else. 5 is with only 2, and 6 is only with 2. Now, 5 and 6 are both with 2 here, but that's okay. 3 and 4 are both with 1, but that's okay. The main thing is each x has only one y. Okay, here's another one down here. Is this a function? No, right here. 2 is paired with 4, 2 is paired with 5. It's not a function. All right. Now, look at a graph. Determine the domain and range and determine if it's a function. I'm going to move it over and right over here on the side. Okay. The domain and range. All right, the domain is my x's. And so my domain on this, okay, if you notice, it starts right here at -1. Okay, and see how it's colored in? That means -1 is included, so I'm going to put a bracket. It ends right here at x on 5, and it's colored in as well, so that means it's got a bracket. And what brackets mean is those endpoints are included. If they're not colored in, they're not included, which means I would put a parentheses. My range is up and down. What's the lowest it goes? Right here, the lowest it is 2. And it's included, so I put the bracket. The highest it goes is up here at 8. And it's included, so I put a bracket as well. So there's my domain and my range. Now, is it a function? Yes, because you can draw a vertical line and you only hit it once, no matter where you draw your vertical line. That's called the vertical line test. No matter where you draw a vertical line, you should only hit it one time. So this one is a function. Okay, let's look at this one. And this one is, there we go, get it lined up a little bit better. Okay, what's my domain and my range on this one? So my domain, the furthest it goes to the left is right here at -2. Now notice how it's not colored in. So it's not included, so I put a parentheses. Now the furthest to the right it goes is right here at 3. And it's included, so I put a bracket. See, because it's colored in. There's my domain. My range is up and down. The furthest down it goes is right here, -2. So it's -2 also. But it's included because it's colored in. The furthest up it goes is right here at 4. And it's not included, so it's got a parentheses. So that's my domain and my range. So domain goes left and right. Range goes up and down. Range is your y. See, y's go up and down. Domain's your x's, which goes sideways. And if you remember, I went to the doctor to get an x-ray. Okay, domain and range. Domain is your x's, range is your y's. So this is a way to remember domain and range. Okay, now here's one. Find the domain and the range and determine if this is a function. Okay, hold on. I forgot on this one if it's a function. And see, no matter where I draw a vertical line, only touch it one time. So it is a function. It is. Okay, I forgot to do that. On this one, I'll go ahead and do that first. No matter where I draw a vertical line, I'd only touch it one time. So it is a function. It is a function, yes. Now, what's the domain? So my domain, the furthest to the left it goes is right here at -4, and it's not included, so I put a parenthesis. The furthest to the right it goes is right here at 5, and it's not included, so I put a parenthesis. So that's my domain. What's my range? All right, the furthest down it goes is right here, -4, and it's not included, so I put a parenthesis. The furthest up it goes is all the way up here at 3, and it looks like it's hitting 3, so I'm going to consider it included, I put a bracket. So the furthest down it goes is -4, the furthest up is 3. For the domain, the furthest to the left is -3, the furthest to the right is 5. Oh, wait a minute. I put -4. I think it's -3 I put on the domain there. I'm sorry, I've messed that up a while ago. Okay. So this one. Find the domain and range here, determine if it's a function. All right, no matter where I draw a vertical line, I only hit it one time. So this is a function. Yes. Okay, now what's the domain range? So I'm on a domain. The furthest to the right it goes is right here at -3. And it looks like it's colored in, so it's included. The furthest to the right is 4. And it's included, so it's got a bracket. So there's my domain. It goes from -3 all the way to 4. My range is my y's up and down. The furthest down it goes is right here, -2. And it's included. The furthest up it goes looks like it's up here at 4. And it's included, so we put a bracket. Because it looks like it hits the line, so we're going to consider it included. All right. All right, a couple more here. Determine the domain and range here. Okay, on this one, now this is considered going up forever on each side here. All right, so what's the furthest to the left that it goes for my domain? All right, well, as this thing goes up, it's going over. See, it's going over as it goes up. And so as it goes up forever, it's going to go over forever. So it's going to go all the way this way to negative infinity. So negative infinity is the furthest to the left. But as it goes up on the right side, it's going over this way, and it goes to positive infinity. So there's my domain right there. It goes from negative infinity to the left and positive infinity to the right. Now my range going up and down. The furthest down it goes is right here. This looks like it's we're going to have to guess on this one because here's -5. It looks like -4.5, but it is included. Okay, now the furthest up it goes, well, see, it goes forever. So we're just going to put infinity up. And there's my domain and my range. Okay, now is this a function? Yes, because no matter where I draw a vertical line, I will only hit it one time. So it is a function. All right, one more, I think, and we're finished. This one right here, determine the domain and range here. Determine if it's a function. All right, well, I can clearly see right off. If I draw a vertical line right here, I'm going to hit it twice, so it's not a function. Okay, it's not a function. I can draw a vertical line and hit it twice. Now, what's the domain? All right, the furthest to the left it goes is right here at 1. And it's included. So I'm going to put a bracket. The furthest to the right it goes, well, it goes forever to infinity. And there's my domain. Now the range, up and down. What's the furthest down it goes? Well, as this thing goes to the right, it's going down. See, it keeps going down, and it's going to keep going down forever. So it's going to go down to negative infinity. So it goes to negative infinity, down. As it goes up, this thing's going up as it goes over to the right, and it goes forever, and it keeps going up and up. So it's going to go up to infinity. And so there's my range. Okay. And so I think that's all we got on this. All right, so this is functions. All right, so you work on this assignment. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'll help you all I can. All right, so have a good rest of the day.